Hello and welcome to another of my weight loss update videos. This will be day 45. I'm going to add a little segment on this, talk about mental health a little bit on top of it, since I don't really have much else to talk about. So let's start with the normal stuff. First of all, diet. Again, no real changes. There will rarely be. I've got more snacks, I guess. Got some beef jerky, but I have to not eat that on top of everything else in me. I need to reduce a meal to add the snack. So in the end, it's really not gonna change a whole lot. But having a snack for at least every once in a while is a really nice thing to have. Kind of breaks up the monotony. But other than that, diet-wise, there's been no changes. So that part's really good. Weight, exercise-wise, I'm starting to finally hit the soft cap for some of my my exercises. I tend to increase them about 10 pounds a week for each of my exercises based on how much I struggle on the last set. If I don't really struggle much at all, then I basically just keep it at as is, status quo. If I do struggle, if I don't struggle, then I up at 10 pounds. So far that's going well. I'm actually starting to hit the point where I'm struggling on my last set, and I'm going to have more difficulty getting like the last couple in. I'm still having issues with like my joints, like my shoulder joints, especially on some of them, especially on the cardio ones. So it's not necessarily a weight issue; it's more of a matter of cardio. So the more reps I do, the more I'm kind of wearing out the joint. It almost feels like. So those ones are a bit tough, because is it a matter of, do I need to not up the weights because it's too heavy, or is it more a matter of I could theoretically up the weights and still feel the exact same? So those ones are kind of a balancing act right now. But yeah, like I said, I'm starting to hit the actual upper part. A lot of my exercises now are over 100 pounds, close to 150, especially my upper body ones. I think my lowest one is still what are they called? I guess it'd be like wrist curls. So you got your bicep curls, which is like this. Well, the wrist curls, you turn up like this and kind of do this. So this one, keep your arms to your side, you just lower it up. That's probably my lowest one right now, because it's actually really tough exercise to do. I think even that one's 70 pounds. My highest ones are obviously my leg ones, but when it comes to my upper body ones, I think my highest ones are closer to like 150, 200. I'm still raising those ones as I'm trying to find the point in which I'm struggling more. So I'm expecting to hit those caps relatively soon, like in maybe the next month or so, because I'm up at about 40 pounds a week. There's going to be a point where I know I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to struggle. There's a few others that I don't struggle with as much. Are probably going to take a little bit longer, but I'm getting there. So at that point, the muscle increase should start to stabilize, and I should hopefully start seeing more weight off the scale. Now, I'm not expecting to actually have lost much, if any, weight this week. It was last week. Last week was 433. No, I should see some weight loss, but I'm also expecting to not see a bunch, because I know right now I'm retaining a bunch of water in my legs, which usually tacks on up to like 5 pounds. My first week doing this, I lost 20 pounds. Most of that was water weight. So I can easily carry 20 pounds of water weight any given time. I'm not carrying 20 pounds of water weight right now. I'm expecting to probably be holding 2 or 3 pounds of water weight. It's hard to say, so I've only felt that in the last couple days. So we'll see what the scale actually says when I get to that point. Now, the mental health stuff I want to talk about. For me right now, the struggle is time management. There's a lot of things I want to do, and there's and I'm just not making the proper time judgments. Now, keep in mind, I have a lot of free time. A lot of free time. But I'm trying to do a lot of things that require a lot of time unto themselves, or a lot of wasted time. So, I play a lot of video games, World of Warcraft being one of them. World of Warcraft is a massive time waster for me. I do spend a lot of time literally doing nothing in that game, but waiting to do something. And that's a really big problem. But the problem is I could be more efficient with my time in that regard, but that would require me to spend less time with the online friends I have in the game. And that's something I don't want to necessarily trade. So I've got a lot of dead time in the game, all so I can keep playing with online friends. Because if I were to be able to push myself to do things outside of that group, I could get the things I want to get done quicker, but not with people I like playing with. So I'd end up spending far less time with them. So that's, I guess, a dilemma in my head that I don't know how to deal with, is how to balance that time. Back playing Pathfinder and still running Pathfinder, so that's 2 evenings a week, plus when I've got to spend several hours a week actually working on the campaign. So that's a pretty big time sink as well. That one doesn't have really much in the way of wasted time. Then I've got other friends, like RL friends and my wife, who I play games with once in a while. The one RL friend I play with all the time, the games I play with him are massive time sink games. Like, these aren't just play for a couple hours games. These are like, once you start, you're at it for 5-6 hours. It's enjoyable, but that's a massive time sink. So it's all about balancing out all these different factors so that I have time to get all the other things I want to get done. And there are a lot of things I do want to get done, so I need to start figuring out how to better work my time more efficiently, which for me mentally is a big thing, because my OCD pretty much means my OCD is all about time, not wasting time, optimizing time, and I'm feeling really anxious right now because I am wasting a lot of time on a lot of things I'm doing. So I really need to get that under control. Today's probably a good example. And I'm playing WoW tonight for sure. I've got a scheduled thing to do. I've got my daily WoW things I do in the morning. Then I've got the time with the wife, because we watch shows. During lunchtime, for example, we spend about an hour watching shows together. But I also need to start working on my campaign more. And that's something I need to do as well. I might save working on that tomorrow and just kind of do my morning WoW stuff and then buckle down and get a good chunk of content built for that Monday night. But at the same time, I like splitting up that. And obviously I got single player games I'm still trying to finish. So I don't know how to manage that right now, because I got 2 days. Yeah. So that's my mental health dilemma right now, is doing that. Proper time management. And for me, it's a big struggle. And I'm wondering if I've got to start making sacrifices somewhere, because I'm starting to add too much to my plate. I've got too many commitments. Well, I don't have too many yet, but I'm getting to the point where I'm getting too many commitments in the evening, and I'm not effectively spending my time in the mornings, I guess, is a bigger deal. Like weekdays, I'm working out an hour and a half before I do anything else. And then when I play WoW, that's another half hour to an hour. So if I wake up say I get going by 8, by the time I work out and usually shower, I'm already at 10. By the time I get my WoW stuff, is basically lunchtime. And by the time that's done, it's about 12:30-ish. Yeah, then usually that only gives me like 4 hours before whatever commitment I have for the evening comes up, which is a lot of time usually, except that most of the activities I do require a lot of time to do. But yeah, that's my mental health dilemma. So let's get to the the scale as I add a couple more ounces on my weight. Always very thirsty in the morning, especially when I'm rotating water. Okay. So like I said, I am expecting to not be impressed. Meaning, not a whole lot lost. Okay, and there's my cat. Yeah, 0 pounds lost. Yes, I love you too, and no, I'm not coming to cuddle. You go, shoot. She's very mouthy in the morning. So yeah, nothing. No losses at the moment due to, like I said, I'm retaining some water quite a bit. So I was 430 earlier in the week, so I'm clearly retaining at least 3 to 4 pounds of water, which is unfortunate. Come here. Let's show you to the camera. This is the needy one. Yes, she's very, very needy. All she wants to do is cuddle. Yeah. Okay, I'm doing a video right now. So we're gonna ship you off to go do something else. Go on. Hey. Again, usual disclaimer, this is shirtless time. If you want to click away now. Obviously, visually, I'm not going to see much changes. So, like, that's kind of the problem right now is I'm still so big. Like, I don't know. I need my glasses. This is the part where I like the least. This is starting to actually become very uncomfortable on this side. But it's going to be for a while. That's going to be one of those things that if it doesn't recede on its own, that's going to require surgery. Probably on both sides. Like, arm-wise, like, I'm definitely packing on a good chunk of bicep muscles. Like, I'm packing on a good chunk of muscle right now. Like, but you can't really see much difference. I can feel the difference, though. Like, that's the big thing. Is I'm feeling a lot in my legs. A lot of my legs and my belly's hanging a lot more, too. Oh, man, you're needy, aren't you? But yeah, so I'm feeling a lot more in my legs. Like, my legs are really slimming down right now. My butt, I noticed that sitting on the toilet. My butt flares out now because the extra fat isn't there anymore. So that's weird. Butt's starting to feel a little bit on the bonier side. Upper body's, yeah, it's just, I carry so much weight in my stomach. That's obviously a problem, having all that stomach weight. So, I know I keep talking about doing inches measurements, but that requires assistance, and finding time to actually do that works for everybody is a bit of a pain, because I get busy in the evenings, so I don't know. But, no, I'll leave it at that, and I'll do another update next week. Hopefully I start seeing more weight loss on the scales relatively soon. Like, I'm really liking the muscle improvements, but I do need to start seeing more on the scale, and I don't really want to change my diet anymore. I'm only doing about 2,000 calories a day. And I don't really want to lower that out of risk of lowering it too much that I'm actually not gaining enough protein and stuff to build and maintain the muscle, not enough calories to actually get through the day. Because right now things are going good, and I don't want to reduce that energy-wise. Like, I'm still always tired. I'm not sleeping very well because I'm changing my sleeping. My back's constantly hurting from the new sleeping, but it was hurting with the new couch. So, yeah, at this point, I don't know. But I will leave it at that, and we'll see if there's anything new to discuss next week. Thank you for watching. If you want, give it a like, and if you want to see more of my content and be notified for new content, feel free to subscribe. And thank you very much. Have yourselves a wonderful day.